Casual Crypto Investor family? It is the Casual Crypto Investor, and I am back with another video. I hope everyone has had a great Thursday. Sorry I'm bringing you this video a little late. Had some other stuff that I needed to do, but wanted to bring you some content in regards to what is happening in the crypto market, as well as some good news in regards to the XRP ETF. We're going to go over that, and super excited to bring you this content, even though things are kind of blah right now. So when we take a look at the crypto market, if you've been looking at your portfolio, I know mine has been down. It is what it is. Again, there's some elephants in the room. We have things like, the Fed kind of gesturing or kind of saying that they may not cut rates in December. And honestly, like as I mentioned in my last video and the one before that, okay, all right, you will see some consistency on this channel, all right? I'm telling you guys, one of the key indicators on whether or not the Fed will continue to cut rates is the job market, guys. I'm telling you, with the government shutdowns, with all these layoffs, with UPS laying off 30-something thousand and Amazon cutting 30-something thousand jobs and all this kind of stuff going on and all this unrest, I think that the Fed is kind of positioned to potentially keep things the way they are to see how bad things continue to get in regards to the job market. That's just my opinion. All right. That's just my opinion. This is not financial advice or anything like that. I'm just explaining to you and sharing some of the things that you need to be aware of in the market. All right. And one of the markets that is kind of feeling the effects of this is the crypto market, as well as, now it does seem like today that it came out that China and the U.S. are working to close a deal for trade. So that's something positive, but that still has not been ironed out yet. Okay. And that's still going through the process and they haven't kind of closed the deal. But there is some positive news coming out that they will reach an agreement or in the process of reaching an agreement very, very soon. All right. So when we look at the crypto market, we're currently down almost 2.5% right now. We're sitting at a $3.65 trillion market cap. Bitcoin is definitely taking it on the chin, sitting at $108,000. Ethereum below 4,200 at 38.17 right now. XRP is currently down. And actually, when you look at the top 5 cryptos outside of, top 4, excluding Tether, because Tether is a stable coin, XRP is up on the 7-day as well as on the 1 hour. So it's up almost a little bit over 2% on the 7-day, and it is up about a little bit over 0.25% on the 1 hour, which is good news. And I think it might be because of some of the information I'm about to share with you in a few seconds. All right. And so when we also look at the stock market, currently right now, Dow futures are down at the time of this video, 109 points right now. And again, a lot of the things that are causing the market to kind of have this volatility right now is, as I mentioned, the trade talks with China, the Federal Reserve comments in regards to interest rates, of them kind of hinting that they may not lower interest rates in December. And so we shall see what comes of that. But I know another big report that should be coming out in the next week or so, either next week or in about a week or two, I think, is the jobs reports numbers. And I think that will also not just impact the stock market, but I feel like it would also impact the crypto market. All right. Quick shameless plug before we get into the content. This is not a super long video today, but if you want to stay locked in with me on X, if you're an X user, make sure to subscribe or follow me on X if you want to stay updated on what's happening in the casual crypto space, as well as what's happening with the casual crypto investor. You can follow me on there. And sometimes it's easier for me to tweet than it is for me to make a video because things are happening so fast in this crypto market. It's unreal. But nevertheless, if you want to stay locked in with me, feel free to follow me on X. All right. So let's get into this good news. All right. This is awesome news. This is coming from our good, awesome crypto reporter, Eleanor Tourette, talking about Canary Funds and their ETF filing. All right. So we got some good news here. All right. So let's read into it. It says Canary Funds has filed an updated S1 for its XRP spot ETF, removing the delaying amendment that stops a registration form going auto effective and gives the SEC control over the timing. All right. Which is great. Okay. Because as we already know, the SEC is very pro-crypto now, okay? Moving on, it says that this sets Canary's XRP ETF for a launch date of November 13th. So this is a date that we need to watch, guys, because we could have our kind of first of many XRP ETFs. Well, I think there are already some ETFs, but they're like they're kind of bunched into with other cryptos. But yeah, I think this is the only. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think this is its solely own ETF, right? So moving on here, it says that this sets Canary's XRP ETF for a launch date of November 13th, assuming the Nasdaq greenlights the 8A filing. Moving on, note here from Eleanor Surrett, the government's reopening could affect the timing, potentially moving it up if the filing is complete and the SEC is satisfied, or back if staff proposes additional comments. However, it's worth noting that the SEC chair himself seems to be on board with companies taking advantage of the auto-effective method. While not commenting directly on the ETF launches, SEC Paul Atkins said yesterday he was pleased to see companies like MatLight using the 20-day statutory waiting period to go public during the shutdown, praising the same legal mechanism Bitwise and Canary used to launch their Solana ETF, HBAR, and Litecoin ETFs this week too as well. So, man, this is exciting news. So November 13th, circle that date on your calendars to see what type of price action that we see from this ETF filing. I'm super excited about it. You know, again, I know it's not, you know, the best news in the world, but you know, honestly, I'll take it. We've been in limbo for 5 years, and now we get this great news. So this is something to be looked forward in regards to XRP. And other thing too, I think that 2026 should be a very good year for XRP now that they've overcome so much in 2025. And moving forward, I think the future looks very bright for XRP. So let me know in the comments what you think, guys, about this. Are you excited? Are you pumped up? Do you think there will be a nothing burger in terms of price action with these XRP ETFs? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.